Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Survivor Talk. In today's Survivor Talk, we are going to be recapping episode 2 of Survivor Edge of Extinction. So, yeah, Edge of Extinction episode 2 came out on Wednesday. I enjoyed it with some of my friends again. Pretty nice. And we got to watch it. We had popcorn and some snacks. Pretty chill. But, guys, I will say this. Spoilers for Survivor Edge of Extinction's episode 1 and probably definitely 2, but probably episodes 1 also. So, basically, this was a pretty good episode, obviously. Definitely, we got to get some more character flesh, or some characters were more fleshed out in this episode, except for, of course, Julia gets another 0 confessionals, and I'm pretty sure Chris got a confessional. I'm not sure if I was looking. I've only seen the episode once. I really liked the challenge. So let's kind of start off at the beginning of the episode. We have Reem kind of recapping the episode, and then we have Reem, who obviously is on the island of Extinction, and she is kind of questioning whether or not, or like what she's supposed to do. So that was kind of what the producers kind of had in mind. Like they were going to wake up and not know what to do, and nobody was going to be there to tell them what to do. So basically, they can do whatever they want on top of this island. So, or well, on the island. So basically, it was nice kind of seeing Reem, and she's like opening up like a coconut and stuff at one point. So she's trying to survive, and definitely she wants to do it for her family, which was kind of a predicted thing that she was going to try to fight for just because of her age. She kind of wants to prove something, and obviously first boots are like, ugh, it's like terrible. Like nobody wants to be the first one voted out, and it's kind of sad. So she has a chance to reverse that, or at least get more of a game played, which I like this twist. The way I think of this twist is that it gives people that are voted out early more of a chance to play the game, which I think is fair because it's so sad people get like voted out. They go through casting and they do all of this stuff only to be knocked out after day 3 and like kind of disliked enough to be voted out, which it's kind of sad. So that's why, especially if like last season you're medically evacuated from the game on day 3, like Pat, but I kind of thought that, yeah, it's kind of a nice twist. It makes you feel better, kind of about like, I guess the cutthroatness, but I think it's not as cutthroat with the twist because the people still, and it's kind of like that with Redemption Island, but this is a little bit of a redemption. Well, it's kind of a little different from Redemption Island. So I'm enjoying the season so far. I was thinking like episode 3 or 4 is going to really pick up because you have probably multiple people going to Extinction Island, which I'm excited to see. And anyway, let's see. So we have that, and then at Manu Tribe, um, Manu Tribe. Let's see what happens. Oh, so David and Rick kind of form an alliance, and they're doing their own thing, and kind of talking and discussing stuff. And then Lauren ends up finding an idol. Like it looks like everybody's looking for an idol, and Lauren ends up finding it, which is a nice scene. So she finds that idol, and then so that happens. Then at the Kama tribe, Ron is trying to get everyone to be involved in this like dancing thing, which is very strange. It's a little bit strange. Obviously, it's funny. It's like hilarious, but there's a little bit of strange like stuff in it. well, the dance is kind of weird. So they're like, Ron suggests, which I did not know how funny Ron was going to be, but he's really funny actually in this season. So I really like Ron as a character. I wish I had gotten him as my on my fantasy team. Just so you know, it seems like my fantasy team is doing okay. Like Lauren found an idol. Hello, that's pretty nice. First idol find of the season. She is on my team, which I think that's a pretty good pick. I'm worried though about the Kelly pick. It was just I felt pressure and I thought that like from what I had seen, like I've been looking at other people's lists on like for boot list stuff, and I was surprised that a lot of people had Kelly near the top, and a lot of people had Kelly winning, which I don't see happening. But I guess it's possible. But I don't see one of the returnees winning necessarily this season. I feel like it looks like they have a lot of target on their back. But the thing is, though, compared to like a season like 22 or 23, where there's just two captains on either tribes, they are kind of, there's multiple of them. So they can kind of, if they, um, there's a good chance that maybe at a swap, two of them will be swapped together and then they can just form an alliance based off of that. Like they won't really need to. They'll be like, "Oh, my tribe has been targeting me," and they're like, "Yeah, same." So they will probably like band together the returnees. So maybe it might be a good idea to get them out. The thing is, though, the returnees are going to be a threats for each other. So that's one thing to take into account. Next thing is, let's see. So yeah, they're doing that weird dancing, and then Aubrey is trying to fit in with like Julia and Victoria. They're like talking, and then Ron, Victoria, and Julia go off and talk, and they're like basically saying that Aubrey's been trying to kind of talk to them, and yeah, I'm surprised. Like it sounded like Julia was going to be one to, and sadly, so yeah, Julia did not get any confessionals. I'm starting to be worried about Julia's chances to win. I have to say it, guys. I don't think Julia's gonna win. I feel like if she was gonna win, then they would have put a confessional in the first episode. Definitely. I think that's kind of a little bit of given, but I guess it's possible not to. Like I'm trying to think of who. Like I'm guessing Nick has probably got a confessional in the first episode. Definitely Ben, I remember. And then let's see. So Wendell probably. I'm guessing most of winners get a confessional. I'm not really sure about Adam from MVGX. I can't really remember that well. But I think it would make sense if he did. But the thing is, though, this was an hour. But still, if it's an hour, I'm guessing they cram the winner in there. So, and then Chris probably isn't the winner because he didn't get a confessional. But this episode was definitely good. So, but we still didn't get a confessional from Julia, but we got more character development from her still. And then I'm actually really liking Julia and definitely Ron or Victoria, I mean. Victoria, Julia, Julie, and Ron are probably my favorite. Well, and then Eric and Gavin, and then that's basically the entire Kama tribe, right? Oh, well, minus the returnees. So I like Aubrey, obviously, but I don't really like Joe. So, yeah, let's get to the challenge part. So at the challenge, Kama tribe wins, and I was kind of hoping they would lose just because I wanted Julia to get a confessional for once to possibly redeem my chances of her winning, but she did not get one. Which is this like, I don't know, is she getting like a purple edit or something? I don't know. A purple edit, if you guys don't know, is someone that I'm not gonna explain backstory, but a purple edit is somebody that is basically ignored by the editors just because of their placement, or they don't really have much interesting things to say. So that's basically what that means. But I don't know. I don't think she would be getting that because she doesn't seem like one to get that, but I don't know. She doesn't seem boring like at all. So I guess we'll see. But Kama wins, and I'm surprised how like everybody says, "Oh, Joe is like so amazing." I didn't know that he was actually okay at challenges. No, obviously I knew he was going to be okay, but I was surprised that like everyone thinks he's so amazing. Like, are Eric and Gavin not amazing? And Ron, I'm actually like this Kama tribe is actually really strong. I was worried that they could be slowed down a little bit just by some of the older members, but they are really faring well. So that's good for them, I guess. And like Kama tribe is probably my favorite tribe, even though like Manu has some good people. And I like the returnees on Manu tribe, I think. I don't know. I don't really like Joe. And then I don't know, David probably is probably my favorite of the returnees. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see though. I don't have any clear favorites from the first two episodes, even though well, I kinda do. There's definitely people that I like, some people from the Common Tribe and from Manu. Okay, Jeff said like Manu, and he's also said Manu. So I think I don't know. I'm just gonna say Manu, but because I think there was like a tribe called Mana or Muna. I don't know. Anyway, though, I think that it was. Oh, what am I saying? So the challenge was like cool. There was like a snake that they had to carry out of water. So Keith kind of didn't do too well in the water because he's not really a water person. So, and I'm not going to give you guys a lesson on why he might not be so strong in the water, but okay, I'm not going to give you guys a lecture because everyone would hate me for that, even though I'm lecturing you guys about Survivor. Anyway, moving on, that would be off topic a little bit. Anyway, so Keith isn't too strong in the water as we've seen in the marooning, and they lose the challenge. They go to tribal for a second time, and the target is on Kelly Wentworth again, and David is even for blindsiding her, but War Dog wants to get Keith out because of strength reasons, and what ends up happening is at tribal, War Dog ends up getting his way, and Keith is voted out. Like I think 7, or no, it's not 7. It's probably like probably something like probably like 6 to 1 or something. So he is voted out of the game, and he gets to the place where he can decide whether or not he wants to continue, which I would think that most people, unless it's like really late in the pre-merge or something like, well, if they were like final 7, then I would think they would want to go because they know they just have 2 more to go, probably, to get back in the game. So then, but it looks like Keith is still undecided, and the episode ends with him not deciding yet, and he's just standing there, praying, looking for a sign, and yeah, that's basically the way the episode ends, and the episode is being very elusive, or the trailer is like very elusive to what he chooses, and then it cuts to Reem saying that if somebody else doesn't come soon, she might think about raising the sail, which that could be like a 2 like puncher next episode, 18th and 17th, which this was kind of expected because Keith does look a little weaker, and he is 19. Like, Jessica Pete from last season got voted out second, or kicked out second, because Pat wasn't voted technically, but she got kicked out second. So, yeah. And, oh, what's the connection? Okay, the connection is that Keith is also 19, and he got kicked out second too. Conspiracy, anyone? Anyway, though, I think that's probably going to do it. Keith was knocked out, and he is still undecided at the end of the episode, so we will get to see next week, and it seems like next week Wendy might be in a bit of trouble. So I'm probably going to have power rankings probably on Sunday, because tomorrow is a very busy day for me. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. This has been Aqua with Survivor Talk. Peace out.